This segment is brought to you by Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And look, I can tell you, for Mother's Day weekend, when you want to do something special for your family or the people in your life, there's one place to go. That's Wings for the Win. And so very glad to have Trisha Pizzolato with us. Hey, Trish.
Hey, Keith. How's it going?
I am very well, thank you. I love the story of how this started. So let's start with Ryan first, and then we'll talk about Wings for the Win after.
Sure, absolutely. We have a son who is turning 5 in July. His name is, I know, right? Ryan Pizzolato, and he was born extremely early at 25 weeks. He weighed 1 pound and was in the NICU, which the neonatal intensive care unit for those what we call the NICU. For those who are not in the medical field like you and I, right? Yeah, exactly. At Ochsner Baptist in New Orleans for a little over 4.5 months. Yep. Just kind of growing and going through some medical things and all the things that go along with that. Right. So when we had him in the hospital and we met some other families and we just really realized what was really the struggles of everything that was going on with having a child that's sick or in the NICU, and either you live far away or just not being able to stay with them all the time. We decided that we just really wanted to try to give back somehow.
Yeah. And they gave so much to you guys. And what most people don't know, or some people may not know, is how long you were in the hospital before.
This is true, absolutely. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks before Ryan was born. And unfortunately, my body just said, it's time.
It's time.
Like we're
well, and quite frankly, Ryan said, "Hey, here I am."
Absolutely. Right? All on Ryan's time.
That's exactly right. and quite frankly, it's so very nice that you guys find ways to pay it back. Wings for the Win is one of those ways, and y'all did it immediately. And so it is the 5th annual Wing Fest on Saturday, May 10th, the Mother's Day weekend. On that Saturday, of teams competing on 3 different cooking categories of grilled wings, smoked wings, or fried wings. There's going to be wonderful live music. Rachel Gotro at 11 a.m. Knock New and the Wild Matus at 1 p.m. Both a live and silent auction that we never miss. Family-friendly activities there. It is only $15, $10 for kids under 10. And what I'll tell you is it's still cheap, right? And my buddy Merle mentions this all the time. He always gives more at the gate coming in.
That happens with a lot of people.
Right?
They're like, well, where can we donate? Can we get, we're just going to, here's a 20, and keep the change. And y'all are here for a great cause and helping our community. So we are happy to be here.
Glad to take it.
Man, we get enough to eat for our $15 entry fee.
It is one of those things where even over the course of these festivals, even though, of course, my wife and I cannot go without, this was the very first event that we had to share. We had to share. And so people are like, no, y'all, you take your own. Like, there's no way we'll be able to taste everything if we don't. And you really want to taste everything so you can make sure you give your very special ticket to those that are worthy.
Absolutely. People's choice. It's a hot commodity, I'll tell you.
It just is.
And yes, I will tell you words of advice. Pace yourself.
Yes.
We have over 35 teams committed as of today this year. And we are accepting teams until May 5th. So on Monday.
Till May 5th. Till Monday, Cinco de Mayo, you can still do a team if you want to. It's going to be at South Down. I'm sorry I didn't mention that. It is grown. And the first one 5 years ago was where?
In our backyard.
Literally in Kevin and Trisha's backyard.
Yes. So we had it in our backyard, and it was kind of the brainchild of Kevin that he said, man, we all like to compete and, we do these little friendly backyard barbecues and things. And he said, let's have a wing cook-off. Let's call it Wing Fest. So we told a couple of our friends and a couple of neighbors and threw up some tents in our driveway, in our backyard, down the street, and everybody came, and we had judges and all the things that came with it. And
now we've expanded to one of the premier events in the spring at South Down, with greater than 35 teams, not only competing, but just raising money for such a great cause. And it's so wonderful. As you can see all these pictures, thank you, Jason, for putting that. And just letting everybody know, it's a wonderful day because of the cause and certainly because of the heart that comes with it. But being on Mother's Day weekend is even more special, because this is how we honor mothers who are really struggling, even if they say they're not. we know that having a child in NICU is difficult. You and I have kind of seen that in our careers.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll tell you that the mamas are the heart and soul of a lot of this organization and why, things happen. The families and the daddies and the aunts and uncles and everybody else plays a very, very important part. But
Right.
the moms,
Yeah.
they're the ones that, they gave birth to the baby.
Yep.
So there is, you have that connection with the baby. And also just having the mama effect. I guess that's the
Yeah,
best way to put it.
listen, it matters, that maternal instinct and the fact that that newborn baby comes with such hope and such spring, if you will. It's great why it's in the spring. But we've got the spring of birth, and very often when you have medical challenges, it takes a lot of that joy out, and you guys find a way to bring so much support, love, and joy for those mothers. So again, it's the 5th annual Wing Fest. I can't believe it's 5 years.
I know.
Trish.
I know.
May 10th, 2025 at Southdown Plantation. It's from 11 to 3. So if you've got on your calendar that they've got the Run for Excellence, you can still do it. That doesn't start till 4. You can go load up on wings, come out to this wonderful family event, family-friendly event. And Tricia, to you and Kevin and everybody on your board, and certainly for I won't ever be able to stop saying baby Ryan, but for Ryan and all the people that you guys honor when you do this, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's such a special event. I can't wait to see you guys out there.
Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without the community and the support of all of our sponsors and just the community that comes out and helps everybody.
Glad to do it. Appreciate it. Thank you,
Thanks
Tricia.
for having me on.
All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment and this Bayou Time, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your partner is good health.